Hey, welcome back to JG3 Reviews, where we explore the world of fountain pens, ink, and paper, and I share with you some pens that I come across along the way. However, every now and then, I get sent a pen for review, and full disclosure, this is one of those pens. I recently reviewed the Hongdian Black Forest Max, and if you're a fan of the channel, then you know I like a Black Forest pen from Hongdian. They tend to be really good writers and a good deal. And that Max, go check out that review when you're done with this one, because I really like that pen, and the more I use it, the more I like it. And some of you have already said in the comments you're finding the same thing to be true for you. But that doesn't mean that everything a company puts out is going to be good. We all know the best companies sometimes put out a dud. So we approach every one of these reviews with fresh eyes. Is this pen going to continue on in the list of great pens, or is this going to be the one where there is a stumble? And I did wonder about that, because when somebody says carbon fiber, honestly, my mind doesn't go to that wonderful material of lightness and strength and durability. My mind immediately goes to cheap plastic knockoffs and terrible looking car trim, where car makers put in this stuff that is not carbon fiber. It's not even brand fiber. I think most of it is probably made of pigeon do. Anyway, James. Sorry, Mom. So, here's the pen. They sent it to me. I got my eyes on it. What do I see? Let's spin the camera and find out. All right, here is the updated Hongdian Black Forest, kind of a Black Forest 2 in a way. It has a different clip that has been improved, they say. That's nice and stiff, functions really well, nice and long for those of you who like a longer clip. Larger in diameter. If you like a larger pen, this is larger overall. The grip section, let's just compare the two pens here for a second, is different. It's slightly longer and slightly larger. Not dramatically larger, but slightly larger. So that's different as well. Nib is the same size, although this new version is available in, look at that, in a medium. Somebody asked about this just the other day, and off the top of my head, I couldn't remember. And then I realized, wait a minute, I just got a pen from them for review, and I believe it is a medium. So yes, Hongdian does now make medium nibs. This is still in that number 5 size like the original. They do have a number 6 in the Black Forest Max. And while I have this pen in my hand, I'll show you there's the difference in the clip, both length, width, design, all subtle but different. And then you can really see there the difference in the diameter of the new pen. Of course, you don't have knurling because this is a carbon fiber pen. You do have a larger, both in diameter and length, piece at the end of the barrel for posting. This has always been a good posting design. And you have a new finial design as well. This is a stamped and recessed finial, and I think that looks quite good with the dove of peace there and Black Forest Hongdian stamped in. I think that looks quite good. The craftsmanship on this pen seems to be typical Hongdian. Very well done, especially for in their price range. My Black Forest, the original one, which as you can see is a little bit dark brown, is very well made, has held up very well. You can see that the finish on this pen, that matte finish, has held up well. I've really liked it. So that sets a bar. I have high expectations of this pen and how it will write and how it will last. Of course, carbon fiber is a durable material, so I expect that to be good. Looking at that up close, you can see this is not just a sticker plastered on here. You can actually see the light hitting the woven fibers inside. And you can see the depth of that. It's not just that cheap knockoff dash material. So that looks quite good. If you like carbon fiber, I think you're going to like the finish of this pen. It looks good. It goes well with the black trim and everything. And as always, you have a converter, right? And what looked to be, put my finger back there so you can see, some nicely done threads. That is metal. And this is their standard converter, which is a 3.4 millimeter Chinese standard converter. A little bit of water left there from when I cleaned the pen out. And these always function well. I know a lot of you will want to remove that spring that's in there as an agitator, and you can do that. So as far as the looks of the pen go, I like it. I mean, some of the design is very, very familiar. Just another variation on the theme of the Black Forest pen, but it's a good design, so that works. The carbon fiber that they've used looks nice. It feels nice. You know, it's not cold like a metal pen would be this time of year, except on that grip. You know, you can feel a little bit of a temperature difference there, but this is a nice feeling material, and I think it's nicely done. So let's do a quick size comparison, and then let's see how the pen writes. All right, here we have the carbon fiber Black Forest pen, the original Black Forest, Jinhao 82, Lamy Safari, and Eco from Twisby, all in black. Here are the pens uncapped and unposted, and here we have the pens in their posted lengths. This is the Hongdian, and I'm just going to put HD because it's a long name. And this is the Black Forest. I'm going to put V2 so you know it's the newer version, and it is carbon fiber. This also special because it is a medium nib, which is a newer addition to Hongdian's nib lineup, and I'm excited to see that. Speaking of that nib, let's just try some things. So this gives you some line widths. A little bit of that. Let's test for wetness. Nice and wet. Look at that. That's a lot of ink on the paper. The ink, I bet you might want to know what the ink is. The ink is Waterman Intense Black. And it is one of my favorite black inks. It's just a standard black, but it's a nice one. I like it. You can see here that it has some shading that comes through, of course, on the dry test, but it also comes through on some papers as well. So if you like that sort of thing, then you'll like this ink. All right, who knows the commonality here? I like my espresso black, my catfish blackened. I like a black ink and a Black Forest ham. There you go. All good. So the pen, what do I think? I do like this pen. It does seem to be quite well done, good workmanship. I actually like that the pen is larger around. I think the diameter appeals to more people. It's more comfortable to me to write with than even the original Black Forest, which is a thinner pen. It's just kind of at the very edge of as thin as I want to write with a pen. This then is naturally an improvement to me. I also really like the new finial design. I think that looks great. Everything else, I would say it just comes down to your preference between the two pens. But for the price, yeah, I think this is a really well done pen, and I think you're getting something really good. That medium nib is writing well. It's nice and smooth. The flow is good. As you can see up there, it's got good ink flow. No issues there here in a first impressions test. If that changes, I'll come back and pen a comment if for some reason I should change my opinion on this. But first impressions, really, really nicely done. Good job. And probably going to be another hit for Hongdian. They just keep at it, don't they? As always, thank you so much. God bless you. Have a great week.